Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar. Good afternoon, live and direct from London, England, from your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly DLG repping, otherwise short for Delhi London Guna Space Romeo Echo Papa Indigo November. And this is another match review of our Europa League game away in Norway. So it finished Bodø Glimts 0, Arsenal 1. Overall, if you get my honest opinion, we were lucky to get a point. We were lucky to win. Bodø Glimts should have taken their 2 chances they had, especially in the second half. They had 3, maybe 4 chances in total. Gilt-edged chances. And, well, they were just woeful in front of goal. If that had been a better opposition from an attacking point of view, we would have been put to bed. Simple as. Our defending was woeful. How open were we at the back? It was just woeful. I could see the spaces in the middle of the defence. It's enough for you to be convinced that you can drive 2 double-decker buses through our defences. It was that bad. They got in behind us so easily. Yes, we got a good goal through Bukayo Saka. But other than that, it was just woeful. Lack of opportunities created. Odegaard again. Maybe I'm going to be a little bit critical of him. He wasn't in the area where he can hurt defences. Eddie Nketiah had to feed off scraps. Reece Nelson had a go. Bukayo Saka, maybe at his usual best to an extent. But overall, we did not play well. But yet, we can still get a win. Maybe against Bodø Glimts, we'll get away with it. But against the likes of a Man City, a Liverpool, there's better teams, better attacking teams that would have punished us last night. Our defending was woeful. Against PSV, I'll tell you something. If they had them opportunities, they will take them. They smashed. Yes, they smashed FC Zurich 5-0. You would think Arsenal, big almighty Arsenal, could smash Bodø Glimts. No. All right, the first leg, we didn't even play, the first tie at the Emirates, we didn't even play that good. But we got the job done, 3-0. But I think that 3-0 scoreline on that night did not reflect the way, or did not reflect the performances of every individual player in that team. I don't think it was a fair reflection on Bodø Glimts' performance at the Emirates. They were not too bad, and they were the better team last night. Make no mistake about it, they were the better team. Anyway, before I get into the player ratings, management, the ref, and the fans, I want you to smash the thumbs up like button for me, Do that in abundance. Please smash the thumbs up like button for me, Make sure you share this channel virally all over the globe, especially to your friends and relatives. And if you're here for the first time watching me, welcome on board. Just share this channel amongst your friends or your relatives and tell them to share it amongst their friends and relatives. On top of that, do make sure you give me your reaction, your match reaction to last night's lucky but woeful performance away in Bodø Glimts. Was you unimpressed with the way that we defended, the way that we moved the ball? Maybe leave it in the chat. I want you. I mean, your opinions, your thoughts are all welcome. And tomorrow I will be doing my Leeds United v Arsenal preview. That is a definite. So keep your eye out on that one for me. And on top of that, make sure you smash the subscribe button for me, Smash that button for me, left, right, and centre, gloriously but passionately. And I want to see at least 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year or the beginning of the new year, Remember, for everyone that subscribes here, I will always shout you out with love and pure affection from the heart. From the heart. Otherwise, let's get into the player ratings. In goal, Matt Turner. He didn't pull off one good save, which was a basic save for him. But other than that, he could have. Well, he would have to admit himself he was possibly fortunate to. Well, he was fortunate to keep a clean sheet yesterday, but never had much to do. And all those chances that Bodø Glimts wasted, well, he cannot be at fault for any of those chances that they wasted. And if they hit the back of his net, he would not have been at fault for it. So for me, I'll give him a standard 6. The right back, who was our right back? Benjamin White. At times found wanting, especially defensive areas. He left his position without no one covering, without saying anything. Or it's like you got to mention, you got to shout out what you're going to be doing while you're leaving your position. But again, yeah, he was caught out. He was caught out a number of times in that game. But offensively, he gave us an outlay where whenever Bukayo Saka had 2-3 bodies on him, he will make the overlap and help Bukayo Saka to do his thing. But other than that, not the best of performances. I'm going to give a 5. So William Saliba, I must admit, he's had 8s and 9s from me, but I'm going to have to give him a 6. Him, alongside his partner Holding, they were found wanting. The spaces they were conceding at the back was just ridiculous. No one organising the back. And the thing is, he's got to be vocal, even though he hasn't got the armband. You don't need an armband to be vocal. He's got to be vocal with his teammates. And for me, yeah, he was found to be leaving his position far too many times, and that is a worry. So I'm going to give him a 5. I love you, William Saliba, but for me, you allowed space. You allowed attacking opponents to exploit your space, your defense there, and I'm looking at you, and I'm depending on you to make sure that you're in the right area, in the right position to defend. I'm going to give you a 5. No, you weren't that bad. I'll give you a 6. Change of mind. Rob Holding, time and time again, another one not at his best. And there's been a number of games over the years that he has not been at his best. Caught out in position, every time. But then again, like Saliba, I thought they're both defended aerially well, but on the ground, they were caught out too quickly for my liking. And especially in the second half, they were found wanting. 6s and 7s. Rob Holding 6. Left back Kieran Tierney. I can't believe this is a difficult one for me. What would I give Tierney? Offensively, didn't see much of him offensively. And going the other way, he was always positioned poorly, 1v1. 1v1 with a left-footed player on the plane attacking you on your right. You show him down the line, and again, he's showing another good winger down. Well, he's showing another good winger inside on his favourite foot, and that's the left foot. For me, I'll tell you what, when that curler went in, when that curler happened, it was not far away from Matt Turner's goal. Matt Turner might have it covered, or he might not have, but I will tell you this. If that was on target, that could have been 1-1. I'm going to give him a 5. And I loved Kieran Tierney to death, but for me, you got to know when to show a player down the line, especially on their weaker foot. Hence the reason why Tomiyasu started against Liverpool. Right, moving on to the next department, the midfield area. Sambi Lokonga. Now, for me, he was not bad. I didn't think he did. I didn't think he put that much of a foot wrong. But saying that, there was a moment in the first half where he made a great tackle and then he gave the ball away by mucking about, and then he cost us. Luckily, the shot was just woeful. That's what saved him. But other than that, on the ball, he expressed himself. He wasn't afraid to take risks, and he done it superbly well. Played forward passes. I mean, he's not a direct replacement for Partey in any situation, whether it's Partey's injured or suspended or whatnot. He's not the direct replacement. That's where we need to strengthen in that area. But overall, I'm going to give him a 7 for his efforts. Yeah, he just about gets a 7. Martin Odegaard. Lack of end product again. And it's not the first game, not the last game either. Just a lack of end product. He did try. He did try his best to link up well. He did link up quite well with Saka. But again, a lack of end product. 6 again. And that's for not getting the game by the scruff of the neck. Taking control of the ball. Fabio Vieira. This has got to be one of his poorest performances. If he's not losing the ball, he's committing cynical fouls here and there, 1 or 2 cynical fouls, and for me, he just couldn't get involved as much as I want him to. And when he does have the ball, he seems to be giving it away easily. So for me, I'm going to give him a 4.5. I'm sorry, Fabio Vieira. I love the contribution that you've made so far in your early stages of your Arsenal career, but not enough for me. The front three, Bukayo Saka got the goal, and I think he posed a threat on the Bodø Glimts defence, and it was a not bad performance. He got rightfully booked for a cynical foul that he didn't mean to commit, but then again, it all started with I think Saliba giving a shocking pass to Ben White. Ben White lays it off with a one touch to Saka. Saka tries to turn out of trouble into an area where there was space, but he ended up committing a cynical foul when closed down. And for me, up top as well, he didn't do enough to put pressure on the defence. And I understand that he's tiring. So for me, a 6.5 performance from Bukayo Saka. On the other wing, Reiss Nelson, I thought he tried. I really thought he was direct, showed fresh pace. He got at their right back as much as he humanly could. His corner taking from a set piece situation is to be desired. And he was taken off later on in the game. 6 for Reiss Nelson. All right, I'll give him a 6.5 for his efforts, and that's as much as I will give him. Eddie Nketiah, feeding off scraps. There's times where he did, apart from closing down, apart from putting pressure on the goalkeeper, putting pressure on the defenders, there's times where he had the ball and he was direct and he looked lively in that respect. But he was all right. He was always going to be quiet. He was just far too quiet for my liking. I'm going to give him a 5.5. The substitutions, yes. Let's get into the substitutions. Oh, who was the first? Marquinhos. Let's say Marquinhos. That's the one that I remember off the top of my head. It made a little impact, but for me, he did struggle a little bit. I'm going to give him a standard 5. Gabriel Martinelli, not enough impact for me. I'm gonna. He was direct a little. He was a little direct, but other than that, nah. For me, a standard 5. Takahiro Tomiyasu. Well, he didn't really have that much to do, really. Good defensive work, other than good bit of defensive work, but not enough time to impose himself on the game. Standard. I'll give him a 5.5 Who else? Who else came on? Thomas Partey came on, got booked. Yeah, not enough time to impose himself on the game. I'm going to give him a standard 5. Who else came on? Oh, I'm missing substitutions here. Someone help me out here. I can't get the 5th substitute out of my mind. So if anyone wants to help me out, yeah, leave it in the chat. Right, let's get to Mikel Arteta. Defensively, the team was all over the place. I would have thought he would have observed that situation where we had problems at the back. We lost the midfield battle, and all right, to his credit, he brought on he made the substitutions at the right time. But for me, yeah, Granit Xhaka, that's it. Yeah, he brought Granit Xhaka on with half hour to go, and yeah, it didn't make that much of an impact on bringing on Granit Xhaka. So for me, not the best of nights for Mikel Arteta. 6, but that's all I can give him. Or let me just give him a 6.5. That's my final decision on this. 6.5. The referee. To be fair, I thought he refereed the game okay. Bukayo Saka was booked for a cynical foul, and rightfully so. I think a couple of their players were booked, and deservedly so. He allowed the game to flow, as he always does. Didn't really destroy the game as such. And it weren't that sort of ill-tempered game. It was never nowhere near ill-tempered. There were a few challenges there and there. He let a few challenges go to a certain extent, but for me, I would say I'll give him a 7. The fans, well, they were always second best to the Bodø Glimts fans. Those Bodø Glimts fans, 10 out of 10 for them. I have to give them their ratings. Our fans, we heard them in some stages, but we heard we heard them in some stages, but not enough. Cool support. Normally, I'll give them 10 out of 10. This week, I'm going to give them a 7. Hopefully, against Leeds United, they'll be more vocal. But I'm going to give them a 7 out of 7. Sorry, 7 out of 10. 7 out of 7. 7 out of 10 for me, for the fans. So this leads me to the closure of this channel again. And yet again, ladies and gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, I want to thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching and saving the best to last, as I always do. I want to thank you so much for putting up with me and my little cough. Until then, if I'm not back later on, I'll be back tomorrow with another preview of Leeds United beat Arsenal. So keep an eye on that for that, yeah? If you haven't, do like, comment, share, and subscribe. Otherwise, look after your friends. Look after your families. Do look after yourself, which is important. Make sure... What was I going to say? No. Yeah, make sure if you're going out, yeah, wrap up, dress up and warm up. Dress up dress up well, so you'll keep yourself warm. Peace, love, and bless again, as always. As DLG repping, we're definitely, yes, we're going to talk again. Otherwise, yeah, just remember, please always be nice.